go. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time again for our podcast. We got Joe Bitt over there on the piano, Pete over here sitting here doing nothing, and my name is Dexter. We'd also like to remind you that Pete's got a show. Pete has a solo show coming up tomorrow night at the Roundabout in Rockwall, while Joe Bitt will be playing a private party with another band. Anyway, sit back and relax, and here we go. All right, Dexter, get out of here.
Well,
sow some discord there, I think.
I appreciate Dexter, man. I really like having
we got rid of Rufus Roscoe because of that.
Exactly.
And because that was a ridiculous name.
Well,
it's like somebody that makes up names just had a letter in their head and was like, I'm going to make up some names with an R. And then that was what that guy's name was.
Listen, all you got to do is go back and listen to our previous podcast, and you will see that why I feel like Dexter's way better.
Dexter's pretty good. He hadn't found his voice yet, but
I think he's doing
anyway,
good, man. He's fine.
He made one good point there that I will be at the Roundabout in Rockwall at 6 o'clock tomorrow night there to play some acoustical rock and roll. Maybe have some very popular friends sitting with me. I don't think so, but they said they might because they feel bad for me because my bass player's got another gig.
Well,
bass player's got another gig, so the drummer's going to stay home, so it's just going to be me.
Well, I do wish you best of luck at your gig. I wish me best of luck at my gig, but I do like Dexter. I like him very much.
I'd plug your gig if it wasn't a private party.
Well, yeah, I think Dexter would too.
What do y'all do at these private parties?
That's private.
Every time I've ever seen somebody's like event list or their booking sheet or something, it says private party.
Yeah.
I've never done one of those. I've never in all these years.
Well, listen, I'm amazed you haven't done any of those because that brings me up to a point that we last time we teased that we would be speaking about previous managers that we had in our careers.
Yeah, I could think of one.
You could think of one.
No, I could think of more than that. First of all, we got to change names.
Okay.
I don't want to say people's names.
Okay.
Just because I don't want someone doing a drive-by on my house.
That's plenty fair enough, I think. But I feel like when we were going,
we'll stay with the first letters. The first letters will stay. No,
just change whatever. Yeah. They can all be John. Every one of them will be John.
John 1.
John 1, John 2. That'll be fun.
Sounds like we read some kind of.
Well, okay. Well, I'll let you choose the name. But what I'm saying is, I feel like now you knew these people better than I did because they always dealt with you.
Yeah.
I never had one of these guys come to me and be like, I want to be your manager. But I feel like that happened to you like 6 times when we were in the Generals.
Yeah.
I feel like we had several people come up to us and be like, you guys need a manager. I'll do it.
The first guy.
Like the guy that ruined our festival gig.
Did we talk about it? Yeah, we talked about
that.
Oh, my God.
That was on last
anyway,
time.
Well, he was a one-and-doner.
Yeah.
We had a lot
that's why I feel like
a lot of one-and-doners, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Speaking of which, if anybody would like to be our manager, we really hate doing that crap. Be while we're sitting here talking into microphones right now. And
exactly. That's why we've had 6 or 7 of them. Every time, because every time someone says, "Hey, I want to be y'all's manager," we're like,
right.
"Yes,
go ahead." It's never something personal, but it's never like some real manager's ever been like, "Hey, I want to be your manager."
Right.
It's always some
dude that thinks he can get his gigs,
like drunk guy that like knows somebody. I'm your manager. Except for first guy, we'll call first guy.
Yeah, he tried.
First guy knows who he is. And he got us the gig. He got me the gig at the Beverage Street,
right
before it became the Tavern.
Yeah, man.
And I played there for 10 years.
I know,
and I didn't have another job, so
he tried, man. You could tell he tried. That was, you know what? I liked number 1,
first guy. Yeah,
I like first guy. FG, old Frank Gehry. I liked Frank Gehry really good, actually. I had no problems with him, but I mean, still,
Now we had one in Austin that would book us gigs, and my fault for not being like, now what was it? But see, I feel like if the manager or booker or whatever is getting me the gig,
someone that gives you
I know we're not playing at the freaking Astrodome, so I don't think that I'm getting paid that much, but I'm expecting maybe something. And I didn't iron it out because, I figured you're the manager or whatever.
Yeah.
And so we'd play a gig and be like, oh, what did we get? This was a freebie thing.
Right.
Oh, well, I'm not 16, so.
Yeah, no, man. You know what the thing is? They say this, and it's true if you think about it. If you play music for free, you can get a lot of gigs, man.
Yeah, man.
If you can play your music for free, you can play all the time.
Anywhere, all the time.
Because it's free and you're willing to do it. You know what? I wonder if it's the same for like someone drawing a painting.
I just want $1. You know what I mean?
Just one?
Give me $1.
No, I want more money. Than
well, I do. I'm just saying the principle of the thing. Like people don't do that anymore though. But back in the day, be like, oh, you could play for. Like you remember that night we played at Reno's?
Yeah. Yes, I do remember playing at Reno's.
Like there'd just be bands that play before us that have like 15 people in it.
That's true.
And be like, who? How are y'all getting by?
Right. How could this happen?
I mean, I guess all the money just goes into a band fund. Like for us, it's always gas and food.
Right.
Keep your lights on. But
yeah,
I guess other people have different ways of living.
Well, listen, if there is money in the band fund that I didn't know about to like hire 13 other band members,
I would like to publicly announce there is $120 in the band fund, and that is because we bought a Squier and flipped it. We bought a Squier guitar and flipped it. Me and you together there. Look at us, boy.
I think
investment gurus.
I think it's time to take that money and go ahead and buy like a bus or a van.
Hey, I got $120 here. What'll that give me? That'll get you to Tyler, sir.
Maybe we could buy like a rickshaw.
Could buy a couple of what?
A rickshaw?
What was the back up before that?
I don't know.
Yeah, anyway.
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen.
Listen to what? Listen to what?
We had some requests for things that we had brought up in previous episodes.
Oh yeah.
Believe it or not, yeah. Some of our segments are getting good, and one I've heard of.
Other human beings listen to this.
One I heard of getting traction was Joe's Storytime.
Joe's Storytime. Well, you know what? Maybe
Storytime with Joe.
Children, it's time to gather around Joe in a semicircle. And let's crisscross applesauce our feet, because we don't say Indian style anymore, because that's culturally insensitive to the people that we give our money to when we play blackjack. Joe.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Pete. You know what? I wonder if we can get Dexter to do that next time. Anyway.
Good Lord, man. I tried my hardest, man.
No, I have no problem with you, but I'm just saying, why is the host of the show having to do that work?
Let's not argue in front of these kids.
Okay. Well, here's a story, a true story, about MySpace.
Da-na-na-na.
Do you remember MySpace?
MySpace on the computer.
MySpace on the computer.
.com with Tom.
Don't exactly. You do remember MySpace? It was very popular when we were younger people.
Starting at Generals, man. Generals were all over MySpace.
Yes, Generals on MySpace.
We was dropping tunes off the 8-track on.
Yeah, man. People actually heard our music when there was a MySpace. That's funny. A lot of people would like hear your stuff. Anyway, I have a story about MySpace this week for Joe's Storytime.
Yeah, we already did that part.
Well, dick.
Cover your children.
This isn't a story for children, by the way.
Oh, well, never mind. Children are dismissed.
Yeah, I don't think children. I hope children don't listen to this. Anyway, so me and my friends, we're in high school and we meet this chick at a track meet. Right now, we thought it was funny at the time to go around with a disposable camera.
Can I just interject real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Anybody that I've ever known from where you go, where you go,
yes.
Where you went to high school and around your age,
yes,
I've heard probably 60% of the stories that y'all tell.
Right.
We're at this track meet.
Well,
so when I think of your track meets, I think of like some kind of horrible rave that was going on under the bleachers.
Man, hey, high school track meets, there's a reason everybody did track. Anyway, so me and my friend, we had this idea that it would be funny to go up to people with a disposable camera. This was before you had them on your phone. You know what I mean? Because it might have been in 9th grade, 8th grade. And we would go up to people with a disposable camera and be like, oh, hey, can we get a picture real quick? Because back then that was like a novelty thing. You know, people didn't go around with cameras asking get pictures with you. So random people. And so there was this one girl.
Hilarious.
Me and my friend were like, dude, who should we do this to? This will be funny. We should pick someone we don't know here. And like be like, hey, let's get a picture real quick and just see what they do. So we picked this girl at random from another school. Okay. And she like awkwardly goes along with it. You know, like maybe you would. Like, okay, yeah, let's get a picture. You know. doesn't know what's going on. She introduces herself to us, and my buddy remembered her name for years, and I always would forget it, but he would remember it. So MySpace comes around and is a popular thing.
Yeah.
Okay. We create. Well, I don't know why we had this idea. We were hanging out with one of our mutual friends. In fact, we create this MySpace. And this is probably when MySpace was about on its way out of popularity, and we make a fake one, like a catfish one, for this girl from 8th grade track, from 9th grade track.
Catfishing people on MySpace?
No, it wasn't like a catfish. It was like a funny thing. It was like, why do we have these pictures? We found the pictures, and that's what made us think about how funny it would be.
And then y'all found the girl. Oh no, y'all made a MySpace of the girl.
We made a MySpace of the girl because my buddy remembered her name.
Oh,
we made a MySpace for that girl.
Freak you out, man.
Right? Like if her name, I can't remember. Let's say her name was Sarah Johnson. Like we made Sarah Johnson's MySpace with pictures.
I think you should go to jail.
Listen, we were sitting there making it. We were like, God, this is so funny that we have pictures of her and we can make a MySpace of her. And so one of your and my mutual friends,
so creepy.
One of your and my mutual friends that we know through music and we see often,
okay,
convinced us, because that guy is good at convincing.
Yeah.
He convinced us. He's like, no. The funny thing would be, you should really make it. Like that. We'd be making it for fun. Like, would it be funny if we did this? And he'd be like, you should really do it. You should really do it. You should really hit okay. You know, whatever. So we hit okay, and we make it, and it's on MySpace. And then that same friend goes, you know, it'd be really funny. You should friend her. And we were like, oh my God, how terrible would that be?
This is like a beginning of a movie. Like, did you take a picture with some guys in a park?
Yeah, right. Yeah, sir, we found this picture on her body.
Friended by yourself.
Yeah,
this fall.
Well, luckily we weren't murderers. We didn't kill her. But listen, what was funny is that guy. He talked us into it. We sent her like a little MySpace friend request, and she saw it and. Yeah. And she was like really good sport about it. Like you would think she like.
Of course, she's not going to antagonize the people that are stalking her.
No, her and one of my buddies like talked for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, but I can guess what, buddy?
Yeah, I bet you can too. Yeah, I bet you could guess everybody in the room basically. But they talked for just a minute. Like I don't think they ever really got together. But for they like text each other back and forth for a year or something like that. Anyway. But that was my funny MySpace story. That was Joe's story time for this week.
That was good, man.
Thank you. That was a requested segment. So,
well, I think it's about time to hit up a sponsor. So, we'd like to thank y'all for listening here to No Cover and not No Cover. Listen to me. Listen, I don't even know what I'm talking about.
No, people ain't listening to No Cover.
Nobody listens to No Cover. No, that's why we're doing this.
Yeah, we have a few sponsors this week.
Yeah, jump in.
And in fact,
I don't have a good segue for sponsors. It's
here. We got it. I thought you were going to do sponsor.
I thought you were about to say something.
I'm sorry. I thought you were needing a segue into your sponsor.
This is why people go to college for this.
We didn't.
No.
You could tell something.
Oh, no.
Well, listen, I wanted to thank this week's sponsor, though, because this week in the Shreveport area, if you are having problems with your garage doors and you need garage door service, please call B&A Doors, LLC. They can repair, replace garage doors, gate openers, broken springs, electric operators. They do it all. They know everything about it. Experience 25 years, these guys. Pete, do you want experience from your garage door openers?
You want to talk about experiences? Oh, well, that's not a segue. I'm sorry. I do would like experiences from I was going, it might be upside. This is why people go to college for this.
Well, listen, if you do happen to want experience in your garage door service, call B&A Doors, LLC. In the Shreveport area, that's 318-560-3177. Once again, in the Shreveport area, 318-560-3177.
And if you're leaving Shreveport and you're headed down Austin Way on I-35 at 3701 North Interstate I-35 in Austin, Texas, let me tell you what's going on there. Chicas Bonitas, the finest Latino strip club in all the land. Stop by. Open at 11 a.m. Joe?
Yeah, thank you very much for our sponsors. And we also, of course, want to thank our sponsor, our single, Montgomery Street Lament.
Oh, yeah.
for sponsoring this show.
Yeah, our single that we put on YouTube that has been up there for 6 months. We haven't finished the rest of it. That's awfully presumptuous of us to
put Montgomery Street Lament on. That's our first single, man. People need to get to know it and like it.
Record. We got 9 songs done, man. 9 songs. One more. We really got one. We got some other ones done, but what are we gonna do about that? We were just talking about that.
About our record. We got a spot left. We need to fill it.
Here we go.
You know what? I think we should do? I think we should let the public decide. I think we should give the public the option.
That's gonna lead to musical depression. You shouldn't do that because you're gonna get like 1 comment or 2 comments, and then you're gonna like be depressed about that.
No, I think
that's how
we put out a poll on the internet and it'll probably get millions of hits. I don't know why you think I'd be depressed about millions of people that obviously want to weigh in on that.
Okay.
It'll be millions. I'm pretty sure it'll be millions.
Anyway. That's a stupid thing to say.
Well, listen, we got a lot of songs done on this thing.
We got 9 songs done.
It's going to be nice to get it out.
But you know what it's like what do you mean by get it out?
It's going to be nice to get this thing out.
Burn some CDs up and sell them out of our trunk.
Yeah.
How do you even do it now?
That's what I thought we would burn some CDs up and sell them out of our trunk like we've always done.
Okay. Game on.
That's what Eminem did, I think.
Game on. But I'm not a rapper.
I know you're not a rapper, but I mean, I don't know why it wouldn't work for you if it worked for Eminem.
I'm not a rapper. Let me say.
Yeah.
See?
You want me to drop down a beat?
No, I was just showing you. I don't know. I couldn't even rhyme anything to say.
Oh.
You didn't get it.
We could be a rap duo because I could have said way.
You've often over quantified your rapping abilities.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, I don't even think it exists anymore, but you know what I mean. And there's other people out there that know what you mean too. Know what I mean?
I think.
You mean?
I think anybody that knows my track record on rapping knows I'm pretty good at it.
Well, you got something for us right now?
No. That's why I said I'm pretty good at it. Not real.
I will say this for your beatboxing skills, though.
I'm telling you, man.
One time you recorded an acoustic version of Wonderwall.
Yeah, I did.
By yourself.
By myself.
And you beatboxed the percussion.
I did. I did it with my voice.
And the first time I heard it, I said, "Who played the drums on this?"
There you go, man. I'm trying to tell you, I'm not bad at hip hop music.
So if you'd like to use Joe Ben for any of your beatbox,
if you need Joe Ben for any hip hop music, please contact B&A Doors.
Or General Flows. General Flows and bars. I say bars these days. Or I think maybe they've always said it, but bars. You gotta have bars.
Yeah. Yeah, you need some.
I don't have any bars.
I think I could lay down.
You couldn't.
4 bars on a track. If anyone wanted to use, like, if anyone heard this and was like,
"No,
we need someone to be on our track. Could you do 4 to 8 bars?" So I'd be like, yeah, solidly 4 to 8.
That's a brave comment, man.
Well,
that's one of those things like being a stand-up comedian that's terrifying.
Let's see.
You have a microphone in your face. There's nothing going on, but boom, boom, boom. And if you're in a rap battle, and some dude's just been like,
and you gotta say,
"You dumb fat piece of shit," and your breath smells bad, and then you've got to come back with, "Oh yeah."
Listen, you know what? Rap battling is amazing. If you ever look one up, and it's like a good one, because you hear if you ever look up rap battling. And you see
people that are good at it are
right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right, man. People that are good at it are like, how do you do that?
Tear you up, man.
How in the world do you do that? Just on the fly. One time I saw one where this guy, I think it was like an Eminem from when he was real young or something. And this guy, he was holding a Budweiser, and this guy looked at his Budweiser and made up a word for Budweiser, made up. It's like, that's what Budweiser stands for. You know what I mean? I was like, how'd you even think that?
Man.
So fast. So no, I'm not saying I could rap battle anybody. But I'm just saying, if someone needed a guest rapper on their song, hit me up. I challenge you. I challenge the internet.
One day when I had a real job.
Yeah. Back when?
I was coming back from lunch by the dumpsters. And there was this guy taking out the trash. And he looked at me and goes...
Okay, what'd he say?
He goes, "You freestyle, right?"
What?
So that was my exact reaction. I said, "No," and he started beatboxing. No, come on, man.
Surely he's messing with you.
No.
He thought you were about.
And I'm not talking about like an urban youth of America. I'm
Like,
talking about
someone that was into it.
somebody
Like a real person that
looks
was
a
into it.
lot like me that thought we were going to sit there.
And beatbox rap.
First of all, did you just hear how I said sit there? We're going to sit there. And we're going to give us some... We out here by the dumpster taking out the trash. It reminded me a lot of those guys on Wait. Have you ever seen the movie Waiting?
Yeah.
Where Andy Milonakis' character?
Yeah. You know what?
That's what this guy was like, except he was 8 or 9 feet tall, maybe.
I know some rappers whose their deal is to sound like that on purpose while they rap. You know what I mean? Like you know how you kind of put like you hear rappers speak or talk, and then you hear them rap, and it's like, oh, they have like a rap voice, and you can tell that's their rap voice. I've heard some people that their deal is they're trying to sound like a hillbilly as their rap voice. You know what I mean? And I always think that's a really weird one. I don't like that one.
I don't think that would work out for me.
No, it probably wouldn't work out for you, but it would work out for me. If you have bars and you need me on your song, you call me.
Oh, we were still doing that commercial for that?
That's not a commercial. That's a personal guarantee.
A personal guarantee.
Yeah, man. I mean, it'll cost you because it'll be good. Money back guarantee.
I thought you were saying I will accost you. I will accost you. It's going to cost you. My name's Joe Ben. See, I lost it. I can't remember.
Yeah, you know what? If someone really does, I tell you what. If someone really does hear this on the internet, out of the
come on, do one. Do it for
10 people. No, out of the 10 people that listen to this, if someone really hears it one day and it's like, fine, I'll pay him money to be on my song, I'd come to you. I'd be like, hey man, we're gonna split this $200 and write four lines of a rap song. Yeah, because that cost was really good, even though you just thought you misheard me. It was good. See, we could be.
My name's Joe Ben. I want to be your friend.
Never mind. I ain't paying you shit down.
Ah.
Well.
Boo.
Well.
So managers.
Number one, I thought it was good, man. I like number one.
Yeah.
One time we had a photographer.
I don't remember what you're talking about.
It was a man I knew that wanted to come along and film us.
Oh yeah.
And he did.
Well, that footage should be burned to the ground.
I don't know what he did to it. I don't know if he even really got it. But he came and hung out with us.
He should tape over. He's cool.
I know.
But he should tape over whatever he recorded. Because I'm sure it's terrible.
I know, man. You know what? It's funny is some of my friends used to roll around with video cameras. A couple of my friends had video cameras when they were young, like when we were in high school, and not many people had them. And and it was funny because they would every time they would roll somewhere, they had their video camera with them, like they were young Tom Greens or something. But we got a lot of videos where you can go back and just see yourself doing goofy shit with your friends. And
I had a group of friends that made some movies together.
I've heard about some of y'all's movies, man.
And that if those movies exist, they need to be seriously burned to the ground.
What are you saying? You don't think anyone should watch them?
Okay. We made a movie one time. And I'm not going to tell you who it was because they're respectable people.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
I don't burn anybody. Yeah.
Okay, so this is just the movie we made, dumb high school kids with a camera.
Right. We made plenty of those.
Yeah. It was in the time of the horror suspense movie, The Sixth Sense.
Okay, yeah.
Where he's dead the whole time. Here's spoiler alert, he's dead the whole time.
Right, in Sixth Sense, yes.
But on our version, the kid would see the dead people, but then the dead people. Now listen, if you're offended by like vulgarity, you should probably just cruise along at this point. So the dead people would dry hump the character.
That's funny.
And that's why he was so scared.
That's not so vulgar.
So, but it was really funny because he'd be sitting there.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "Oh, I'm just watching Barney, yada yada yada." Yeah. And then the lights would start flickering on and off. And then one of us would come out with our shirt over our head like this. They're gonna help me. Just jump out of it. You know what it's called?
What?
I made the title up, I think.
Okay. You remember it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's have it.
The 69th Sense. It's pretty good, right?
Oh, yeah. That is pretty good, man.
I think I showed my butt in that.
That's funny. Man.
I think it should be
That's pretty
terrible,
funny.
Terrible piece of. But hey, man, you got to start somewhere.
Hey, you know how we're always telling each other what we watched on YouTube and shit? I watched a Conan.
Yeah.
And he was doing the actual items.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Now you gotta remember this is like 2003. I don't think Conan would say this stuff now, man, because he found one and it was an ad for Thanksgiving stuff. You know, like little Thanksgiving figurines that old women put on their shelf whenever Thanksgiving time comes around. And the first one he's like, "Oh, here's some pumpkins you can get. It that's cute, you know. And oh, here's some pilgrims and Indians you could buy, $5.99. That's great. But look at this one. You know how he always did. It says useless treaty." Useless treaty.
Jeez.
Oh my god, I lost him. I saw that. But
that's one of my dream jobs though. Really, would to be like a band for Conan.
oh man, that'd be
Because
great.
you get to do the max bit,
Right? Yeah.
and then
Yeah. Or every now and then be like,
here's
La
Johnny
Bamba.
Be Good twice.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. You know, it took me a long time to realize, but when you watch them on YouTube, you can tell. But I never realized it growing up that like whenever they go to take that break, the band just plays like
playing.
45 seconds of a song and then stops. Because if you watch the where they go into the break and come out of the break back to back, you'll realize that like you've only missed about 3 seconds of that song, and then they stop after 10 more seconds. So yeah, being in that band would be great. You have to play a song literally for like 25 seconds every time the host looked at you. Like, play a song for 25 seconds. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the Beatles. Yeah.
My favorite Max bit was he wasn't at the drums, and Conan's like, I don't know where Max is tonight, and Max comes in with these two women who I do believe are supposed to be prostitutes.
Okay. Yeah. They always have Max doing shit like prostitutes.
And he walks in and he goes, "What a great day this is!" Yada yada yada. And he goes, "Man, bring your
daughter.
bring your coworkers' daughters to work is a great bit." And Conan goes, "It's bring your own daughter to work." And Max goes, "Conan, that's disgusting."
Because it was bring your coworkers' daughters to
That's
work.
what Max thought it was, or something like that. But
I love
anyway,
that
that's why I'm
shit.
not Max.
I love that shit where they'll use the horn players and shit and just like shit all over them.
You just, like back in on the late night show, used to shit all over La Bamba.
Oh man, La Bamba got it, and that Pender.
La Bamba's wife would leave him in the street.
I saw one the other day where they just kept throwing shit in La Bamba's face. Like they kept making him like they did one, and this was late in the run too. This is like TBS. They did a skit where it was Conan's birthday, and like Conan told it one way, and then Andy told it a different way.
Yeah, they did.
And they'd run over there, and Conan had like a birthday cake, and he shoved it in La Bamba's face, and he had birthday cake just all over his face. And then they did the thing where they come back, and he's like, "Oh, that's not how I remember it," and then they all run back over, and he shoved another cake in his fucking face. Shit all over La Bamba.
That's funny, man. You ever had somebody throw something at you on stage?
I've had things enter the stage. I would say I've never had something thrown at me on the stage.
I'll think about things I've been hit with. I was hit with a banana one time at there was a bachelorette party going on there at the tavern, and
Oh, that's funny.
I guess that, you know how bachelorette parties are. Boy, they got everything's, you know,
Hit with a banana.
dick shaped, dick flavored,
Right. Yeah.
dick,
Right.
dick, dick.
Yep.
And
Dick gummy bears.
so of course it had some kind of banana, and it was one of the at the time one of the owner's daughters, who was like 10 years older than me.
Yeah.
And she like
She's the one getting married?
yeah, or something.
Okay.
She was part of this bachelorette
She's
party.
part of this. Okay.
And I had my eyes shut, and I was like, sing something. Because back in the day, you could smoke cigarettes in there.
Right.
And so, you wouldn't be shutting your eyes just to, I'm
Right,
just
get
so
into it. No,
into-
you'd be shutting your eyes sometimes.
stay here and drink. It just
I shut my eyes all the time at Troy's.
Yeah.
Lights get in them. Anyway, but yeah, you got your eyes shut. Whatever.
something just, pow, man. I look down, I'm like, my friend, it's a freaking banana, and they're all laughing. And then it was, of course, she threw it. What am I going to do?
Right, yeah.
The guy, her dad
Listen,
pays my bills.
you know what my
But
favorite
it's funny, though. I mean, I wouldn't have done anything anyway, but
Did you have anything else thrown at you on the stage before?
the other guy in our band had something thrown at him one time. A full drink.
I don't remember that.
Well, you weren't there.
I wasn't there for that one.
Nah,
you know what?
He was talking trash with this girl. And she was done.
Listen,
and you could tell it was escalating.
And
I heard she from here to that door got up and just hit his guitar and everything.
Like a full beer or something?
Like a cocktail, some kind of mixed drink.
Like, did she throw the glass or throw the drink?
She threw the glass.
Good
The drink
Lord.
in the glass. I'm sorry, I wasn't clear about that. Yeah.
God dang.
Here, like a baseball.
Right.
Boom, bow.
Gosh, dog. You know what? I was just about to say, one of my favorite stories about that member of the band you're speaking of is when he would go up there to watch the other artists and heckle them.
Oh, my gosh, dude.
That is, to me, that's quintessential him, and that's funny, and that's how I like to remember.
Somebody should tell that story at his funeral. Somebody should. I must tell the story. Okay. I don't give a shit.
Well,
I don't want to talk to. Listen.
Yeah, you don't have to say anybody's name.
Okay. So it's a tavern. You hear us talk about Bedford Street or the tavern or whatever. We all played. We had a group of friends that played there, or we all became friends through playing at this place.
Right.
We were not the most talented of this group.
No.
Like, they were very skilled musicians, and they very, learned a lot from them.
It was like a played there. Yes.
College for playing live.
Sure, you find places like that where you find good musicians.
I looked into having 2 nights a week at this place for the majority of the time I played there. I played it on Tuesdays and Saturdays.
Right, yeah, you did Tuesdays, Saturdays. A lot of times, if it was a Saturday, we'd try to get a band together.
Yeah. We try to do like a band. I do acoustic on Tuesdays.
Right.
And then a lot of times he would play with me on Tuesdays. Well, he had his own night.
Yeah, right.
Mondays.
Yeah. So he had Monday night already.
And with another guy.
Yeah.
And they were pretty, they did a little different thing. They were pretty good, whatever. But he also worked he was like a cook.
Yeah.
For the restaurant part of this place.
Right.
So he was always there. Well, he would tell me stories about on Friday nights. There was a person that played.
There was another person that had the Friday night
that wasn't part of the group.
Right.
For a long time, Cliff had the Friday night spot, but for some reason there was a period of time where he wasn't playing on Friday night.
So
he was like on Thursday.
In other words, you're saying all you guys kind of knew each other, and then there was someone
all hung out there. It was like a big family type church deal,
And then every now and then there would be someone come in.
This other person that
wasn't quite in.
And I would always try to be like, "Welcome to the party, man."
Sure, yeah.
And they weren't having it. They were there to play their songs and hawk their shit. But what they didn't understand was they could get in on this whole other crowd. The regulars and the people that we knew.
Well,
so they would bring in their 10 people and play or whatever. Well,
yeah.
Okay. We're going to have to give a name to this guy. We're going to call him, because I don't know if he wants his name on here or whatever. People know who we're talking about. But anyway, so he would go on Friday nights. I was like, hey, man, let's record or something. Let's get together Friday night. He's like, nah, I'm busy on Friday nights. I was like, man, you cook that late? You working that late? No, I'll do something else on Friday nights. I was like, what? He goes, I just stick around and get drunk up there.
I just stick around and get drunk.
I was like every other night or whatever. He's like, no.
Right.
I was like, well, he's being a little cagey about it. He's like, I mean, you can come up here if you want, but it's a little different.
It's a little different.
And I was like, okay.
It's a little different on Friday nights. You're like, okay, whatever.
So I go up to the place I'm at every night of the week. Whatever. So I show up, and he's sitting there, and he's already kind of drunk. And this is like 10 o'clock at night.
Right.
And we're sitting there talking, yada, 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 yada. And the song starts out, and he just goes, I hate this fucking song. And I'm just kind of sitting there like, whoa.
Like loud.
Oh, like that whisper scream I just did.
Right. Like he wasn't talking to you. He was talking to the stage.
To scream louder than the song that's going on. Now, granted,
he was being a heckler.
This is back in what I would call the naughties,
Okay.
The aughts.
Sure.
So we got away with different things back then.
Yeah.
And like,
are you going to say what he got away with or no?
Oh yeah, we're gonna get into it. And he would just sit there, and this person had maybe a song on the radio.
Okay, yeah.
And he would just
some success
continuously request
that song, the radio song.
Play it again. And they'd start playing something else, and he'd go, I said play blah, blah, blah. And it was just, I mean, you know how big that place was. I mean, it might have been big as my house. Screaming at this person. And like their whole family would be like up there in front, like turn around looking like, what are these buffoons in this bar? Like they didn't know, you know. And so like there would be like then like these like bus boys would get off and they'd come sit at the table and they'd get in on it too. And it was just like, man, I couldn't imagine trying to play. But it was so funny because it would just be like, and then there would always be this part. I said, play it again, bitch.
God dang. Play it again, bitch.
Turn around. What the fuck are you looking at?
Holy shit.
Like to the point where it's just like, oh my God.
So when he said,
I'm going to go stand over here.
So when he said to you, I can't hang out Friday nights, I'm busy. What he meant is, Friday nights I go give this lady hell.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna berate this lady.
I'm just gonna get drunk
like
and
a
yell at
bad guy wrestler, like for an hour until I just get too drunk and I go home.
And
it was his favorite hobby for the time being.
Oh my God!
And let me tell you what, it was hilarious. It sounds like an asshole thing that it was really funny.
And she's got a song with some success called Angel Pie. It's called Angel Pie, and he's sitting back there going, "Play Angel Pie." Yes. And she's like, "Okay, we already did. Thank you."
Did Angel Pie. I don't give a fuck. Play it again. You heard me. And then he'd be screaming it, and she'd be playing something else, and he'd go, "I know you fucking hear me."
So
you remember when we went to the minor league baseball game and we thought we were going to get thrown out because we heckled every single player on every team?
Yeah.
It was that. It was just that.
Oh, my God. Dude, we gave that right fielder a hard time. But you know what? He was cool about it.
We cheered him after he hit like a game-winning home run.
He had a great game.
And so after the game, we were like, "Hey, man, yeah."
He was player of the game for sure.
He nodded. He gave us a head nod because we gave him hell.
We gave him a hard time.
We paraded those people at that AA baseball game.
Yeah.
Like it was our job.
Yeah, man. And we weren't even drunk or nothing.
Yeah, no, we weren't even being like vulgar or nothing either. Right. It was like as loud as as obnoxious as we could be,
right, without
getting kicked out.
We were doing like old school baseball riffs, doing that thing like, you know, like all this nonsense that you used to do to baseball players in the 80s and 90s.
Okay, let's back up to Angel Kisses real quick.
Yeah, okay. So you're yelling. So this guy that we know is yelling at this lady as if we're in a ballpark.
In a bar, and everybody that's in any kind of authoritative position in this bar thinks it's hilarious.
So the manager, the bartender back there,
and everybody thinks it's hilarious. But
so here comes.
I don't know, man. It was just a fun. It wasn't like we're all participating in it. It was just like
it was the sheer surprise of like this is what you're doing Friday night.
Like when somebody starts heckling you've got to deal with it. You have got to deal. If they're not going to just fade out on their own, or somebody's not dealing with it, you've got to either then like, hey man, what don't accost them or nothing, but like just be, what do you want to hear, Willie Bully? I thought the guy was going to hit me one time because he kept wanting to hear Willie Bully.
Yeah,
play Willie Bully, motherfucker. He's all drunk. I said play fucking Willie Bully.
Jeez.
So I said, okay. Head it like a thing. Because I know that part, whatever. So I just dicked around with that for a minute.
Yeah.
And he gave me $40.
Well, good for you, man.
And I thought,
let that be a valuable lesson.
But let me tell you what, there was not $40 coming to this person. They were getting berated.
For amusement.
And he would, okay. So the Angel's Kisses song, it was really about dipping snuff.
Okay.
And it was a glorification. It was a female singing a glorification of dipping snuff. And man, I don't want to use this. But anyway, fuck it. And but they were engaged to a guy that dipped snuff that they made dip. I'm sorry. Dip snuff until they got engaged, and then was told to stop dipping snuff.
So hold on. Mm-hmm. You're saying this song, the premise of the song was how cool it is.
The popular song, yeah.
How cool it is to dip snuff if you're a chick.
No. It was about. I can't look, man. It was just about. It was glorifying cowboys that dip snuff. And the person they were engaged to was a cowboy that dipped snuff. That was being
now had to stop.
Told to stop dipping snuff because you're getting married.
You know what? I'd be pretty. I'd be pissed if I was that guy.
Like,
I'd be like, "Are you kidding me? The song that you're known for?"
Let me tell you who was pissed about it.
The guy we knew. The guy we knew did not like that.
Not like that part.
And so he said, you know what I'm going to dedicate my Friday nights to? Is letting this bitch know how much I hate that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Mm-hmm. And then you got all the managers and bartenders in the back going, oh, that's just old Johnny over there being funny. To it. Oh, I mean, goodness gracious.
Hilarious, man. It was really one of the... I only experienced it once, maybe twice. And it, dude...
I bet that's shocking in a bar.
If people would have had smartphones.
Right.
First of all, if people had smartphones back in the day at that place...
Oh, well,
holy,
I mean, that wouldn't be good for anybody.
That place would have shut down long before that.
There's no one that would be good for if they had that stuff.
I had free reign access to the roof.
You're not supposed to have that.
Get up on the roof and I'd see people in the parking lot be like...
Because you're the Tuesday night guy. You're the Tuesday night guy, so you get on the roof.
It's Tuesday night assholes up on the roof again. Get up there and people be in the parking lot be like, what are you doing down there?
Meanwhile, the other guy that we're always with is in the bar. Hey, bitch!
Yeah.
Angel kisses again, bitch.
That was a long time ago. Hope it's water under the bridge for everybody, and nobody gets mad about that. But it's a funny story that I experienced in my life.
I don't think anybody get mad about that. I think that's a good story, man.
Thanks. I wish I could. If I could.
That's a good story time with Pete. Y'all let us know if y'all want to make story time with Pete a recurring segment.
Don't let me know. First of all, don't let me know anything negative.
Let me know if y'all want.
I don't want any negative feedback or criticism.
Good feedback would be good. Let us know if you have good feedback.
I'm just joking.
Do not tell us if you have negative feedback. It will crush us.
Anyway, I'm not to make fun of that person because that song was like on the radio.
Right.
And they got money from it.
You mean like this? No, not like this.
Yeah, not like any song that we've ever had. You see how I do that? When I'm negative about it, I say we. When I'm positive about it, I say I.
I know all your tricks. It's been a long time. We've been doing this a long time. Not this, but anyway, we've been hanging out a long time.
For everybody that was a part of this one. And everybody, you got something else to say? Oh, we're doing the thing. Dexter, get in here. Dexter, you better get your voice ready to go.
I want to thank B&A Doors for being our sponsor this week. Thank Montgomery Street Lament for sponsoring the show.
You can check out Montgomery Street Lament in the playlist. You can check out Gospel Song Sunday in the playlist. You can check out Joe Ben at his private party tomorrow night with his other band, and you can check out Pete tomorrow night at the Roundabout in Rockwall, Texas at 6 o'clock. Come on out and have a good time. And anyway, Joe, Pete, I'm Dexter. Next time.